Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Muichiro Listener by me. So let's get into it. Muichiro did not know what hanahaki meant, what it was as an illness, and what it would entail. Only ill. But he never really saw it in action, and never believed that he would ever have the reason to witness it. As such, he had never thought about it that much. And then, when he encountered it, he knew it was not for good. At first, he had no idea he was encountering that illness. With you. But, slowly, he came to the conclusion. It all started when you started acting weirdly towards him, distancing yourself, trying to cut contact with him, listening to visits and meetings, as if not wanting to see him at all. That alone had hurt him deeply. He didn't know what to think about it, or how to even process it. He tried to reach out to you more than once, hoping that by some miracle, he can get you to listen to him, to know what's going on. He has no idea why you've been acting this way, why you have chosen not only to ignore him, but to treat him in this manner. He had no idea what to do about it, but he had hoped that maybe he'd be able to do something to save the situation from going too far. And that's why he visited you one day, hoping that you'll at least give him a few minutes to talk to you. Nothing more, nothing less. Lion, he called, knocking on your door. But he got no answer, except he heard your cuffs from behind. And that's when he knocked in a more hurried manner, panicking a little bit. Lion, are you alright? Please, let me in, he said, hoping that you actually opened the door this time. And after some mere moments, you opened it. And you looked so different. Your face was pale, your eyes tired. You looked like you barely slept. And, most importantly, there was a smudge of blood on your lips. He looked concerned, worried and scared. Lion, what happened to you? What have you gotten yourself into? Did someone do this? No, you said, your voice a little bit weird. Sore, maybe? Or your throat damaged from the coughing? I'm quite fine. Muichiro, I promise there is no reason for your concern. And I think you should leave me alone for now. And as you went to close the door, he stopped it, placing his foot in between. Please, Mayan, be honest with me. We are friends. I've known you for a long time, and I know this isn't normal. This is not expected, and this is not the you that I know. So tell me the truth, whatever it may be. I will understand it, or at the very least, try to consider it, he said. And after some hesitation, you caught the look in his eyes, the desperation, the way his hand was trembling, the way he was reaching out for you in any way that he can. And you know, had you been on his side, in his shoes, you would have wanted him to listen to you. You feel selfish for agreeing then, for letting him in, and telling him. Alright then, Muichiro. We may speak. I apologize for the way that I have behaved recently. You tell him, letting him in and closing the door behind you. You don't know if you will tell him the truth even as you speak, thinking of a lie, of a convincing one, and thinking whether you should even bother lying. But then, as you're thinking and talking to him, a cough shakes your whole body, and you continue to cough over and over again until a flower arose, and his eyes widened in shock. Wyan, it can't be real. What's going on, Wyan? Please, tell me you're not. But it's true. You told him. And he's shaken up by it. He has every reason to be. You just don't expect things to end up so badly. And neither does he, if you were to be honest. So, he stares at you for a couple of moments, wondering why you would hide this from him. Maybe you were scared of hurting him, or making him be afraid and worried about you. But he had a right to that, as your friend. Unless you were hiding something from him. And that's when he arrived at the conclusion that there is a possibility that he may be the source of your illness. Wyan, please, look at me. And you do look at him, not hesitating this time. But you don't expect the question that he asks. Is it me? Do you love me? Muichiro, I just... Answer me, honestly. I just want to know the truth. Just tell me, so I know. And so you nodded, beginning to cry, knowing that your friendship was now ruined. No hopes of it ever being the same again. Well, there was not hope for much anyway. Before he just wrapped his arms around you and kissed you on the lips. A feeling so divine and so weird, flowing through every inch in your body as you hugged him tightly, closing your eyes and melting into the kiss. And as he pulled away, he looked at you. Well, you're quite an idiot for not telling me sooner, he said. Maybe he was withholding his own feelings as well, and that was idiotic of him. And maybe you were afraid of ruining something, your friendship. But right now, maybe you didn't want to be just friends. Maybe you wouldn't mind ruining it to be something more.